What's up, hyper drivers? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm doing something a little bit different that I've never done before on the channel, and that's I'm going to be showing you guys how to wrap a lightsaber handle with the pleather wraps that you get from these companies. So this one right here was from Theory Sabers. This lightsaber is called the Deceive Saber, and it comes with two different wraps that you could choose from to wrap the handle. You have one that looks kind of more like leather, like brown leather, and then you have this one right here that has this textured pattern that's printed on it. Initially I thought I was gonna go with this one, but the more I look at it, I just not really feeling it so much. I think this has more of a, you know, a leather vibe, which I like. So that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna use this one. I got some contact cement to help me out with keeping it onto the handle, because they do give you these stickers to use, but I'm not really sure how this works. I mean, it does have like a little bit of a stick to it, but not really feeling that too much, so we're not going to use that. So we're just going to use the wrap. Now, this particular handle is pretty neat in that you can take it apart, and the handle itself comes out on its own. So that make it a little bit easier for the type of wrap I'm going to do. A lot of the videos that I've seen online show the wraps, you know, just basically going around the handle like this, you know, and just simply wrapping around like that. And that's one way to do it. But what I want to do for this one is something a little more interesting. I want to do more of like a braid. So I'm going to go and show you guys how to do that one. Since the handle does come off and I want to keep the braid kind of in center right here, I want to take and mark the handle so that way I know which way I'm going to be going. So we'll say that this is the center, or close to center. So go there, and then also here, just to keep things in the center of that. That way I know where I'm going. So I've already taken the chassis out of it, but the pommel comes off, and then so does the handle. So we can separate it out completely. All right. So what I want to do is like a braid. So let me show you, just give you an idea of what I want to do. So the idea is to have the handle, the wrap, start off like that, come off a little bit, and then it's going to go around. I'm going to leave a little space just about the width of the strap, so try to keep it even with the strap width, about that. Come around again, and we're going to make an X. We want to try to have the X line up in the center here, so it's gonna have to do something like this, sort of, and then for the last part be here like this, and then we go back around, and we're gonna cover up the open areas so that it covers the handle completely without leaving any open areas, hopefully. So that's the thought anyway. And then I'll cut it off right up here, and then glue it up at the top there, is the thought. Now, if it was real leather and I had a lot more of it, I would probably like come back around and tuck it in here. So I mean, I could actually tuck it back into there, but I don't think it'll look too neat if I do that, so we kind of just want to make it look like it stops there. But the idea is to have something like that that has, you know, some kind of a interesting look to it, is my thought. So you want to line up the back end of your line here with the center, or as close to center as you can get to that. And that makes sense. So like that line that I made right there, I'm just going to line it up. So that's my idea. And hopefully this is going to work. Again, this is my first time doing this, so, you know, we'll see what happens. Got some contact cement here. It's real good stuff for shoes and whatnot. If you're into cosplay, I think everybody who does cosplay has something like this, some hodgepodge or something like that. And again, you want to wrap it around and try to keep it the width, or just about the width of the wrap. So try to just gauge it with your eyes, or that's what I'm doing anyway. All right, so I had to pause it because my wife called. But while I was on the phone with her, I made a few adjustments. So I took and brought down the straps just a little bit, just so that they were closer right here. You want to try to keep it as even as possible. It's because it's going to help you when you're going back around to try to even things out. So now that I got the first part layered down correctly, I can come back around here, wrap this around like this, and start my X. Now the X is going to be a little bit off, but I mean, it's my first time, so I'm gonna chuck it up to that. So we want to line up like that and like that, and then bring this in here like this. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of cement so that I can keep that in order. Okay, and then we're gonna come back around like this and then start to wrap back up. And again, you want to try to line up your leather in between these spots so that way you don't see the black in between. See how it would look if I wrap it before I glue it. Not for nothing, that looks pretty good. Just tuck it in a little bit more down here. I think that looks pretty good. I may take it back apart and glue it up here though, just to secure it a little bit better. But you know, as this doesn't look pretty bad. This looks pretty good. Okay, so let's put it back on and see how it looks with the handle. All right, there you go. Doesn't look pretty good. I like the wrap the way it is. It's kind of interesting in that look. Like I said, I think just adding in a little bit of glue would probably tighten this up a little bit more and make it feel a little more secure. Although it does feel pretty good in the hands right now. I don't think it's gonna come loose on me. May want to roll it a little bit just to even this out a little bit more, but I like that it has this interesting pattern going on, and I think it's gonna look pretty good when I weather this up and I add in some black paint in it to give it a little more texture and weathered appearance to it. But that's what I got. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Until next time, may the force be with you.